What's up guys, Trey here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're checking out the 4-inch drop Sniper running boards in texture black for the 2007 to 2018 Sierra 1500 crew cabs. These are worth checking out if you're looking for a practical running board that provide easier cab access and a rugged, aggressive look to match your truck's style. These Drop Sniper running boards are purpose-built to provide both style and functionality for your Sierra. Designed specifically with a 4-inch drop step, they make it easier to step in and out of your truck, which is especially helpful for those lifted rigs. This drop-down design offers practicality and safety, giving a stable platform to enhance accessibility. The step surface itself is nice and wide, featuring a textured, slip-resistant pattern that provides secure footing whether you're dealing with snow, rain, or mud. The texture black surface adds a rugged look and matches well with most builds. One of the key features of these boards is their open framework design, allowing dirt, debris, and even water to pass through the step area, keeping the boards cleaner and reducing buildup over time. These running boards come equipped with reinforced mounting brackets, ensuring a strong, stable attachment to your Sierra. This means you get a sturdy platform that can support significant weight and stand up to daily use. The mounting bracket is also designed for a streamlined bolt-on installation, which we'll show you here in a second, making setup quick and easy without the need for any drilling or major modifications. Constructed from very heavy-duty steel, these boards are built to withstand daily use and tough conditions. The texture black powder coat finish helps protect against rust and corrosion, ensuring they maintain their look and strength for the long haul. They're also designed with reinforced mounting brackets, which provide additional strength and stability when stepping on and off. As far as pricing goes on this, it's coming in right around that low $300 price point, which is a solid value for Sierra owners who want a durable and functional upgrade with easier access to the truck. When it comes to the install on these running boards, the process is going to be rated only a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty scale and should take you about 20 minutes to complete the job. All necessary hardware is included, with only basic hand tools being needed for the install. It's a straightforward installation, perfect for DIYers who want a quick and functional upgrade. Now let's see exactly how these go on your truck with an install video from one of our AmericanTrucks.com customers.
Okay, here we have the tools for the installation of the Sniper running boards. We got a set of needle nose pliers, a 13mm open wrench, a 3/8 drive ratchet, 13mm deep socket, and a 2-inch extension, and a 5mm Allen key. So on the running boards here, there's gonna be 4 13mm bolts. You got 2 holding the running board in, and 2 holding the bracket, and 1 up on the top here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 13mm deep socket with an extension and take off the 4 bolts on each of the brackets. Now, this is 1 out of a total of 4 brackets that we need to take apart. What we'll do first is take these 2 off so that we'll be able to pull the stock running board off and be able to work easily to get the other ones off. So what I'll do is I'll hook up my extension to my 13mm socket. And TAC gives you all new hardware for these as well. And it definitely helps if you have if you don't have a lift, then you're able to ride along on your creeper to each location. Okay, now like I said before, when you're on your last bracket, you just want to get a hand on these running boards so that they don't come flying down on you. So what I'm going to do is just support it with my arm so the running board itself doesn't slide down and hit me. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do is just lift up on the old running board and put it up out of the way. Now the final step to getting these stock brackets off is you're gonna take this 13mm bolt off on the top and the 13mm right below it. And we're gonna do that same process with the 13mm socket with extension. Now the extension is good because this 13mm bolt is kind of recessed inside the stock bracket. And you might just want to put a hand on it as well because the whole bracket is going to want to fall down. Put that aside. And you're going to want to do the same thing to the three other brackets going down. Now your stock brackets might be a little bit rusted if you're in the Northeast, so it could help to also spray some penetrating oil on before you start the process. And then if you just loosen the top bolt here, you should be able to have it hang on that. And then if you could see here as well, there's these retaining clips that come inside stock ones as well. And TAC gives you in the packaging new retaining clips for each of your 13mm bolts. So we'll just continue on here. And the last one all the way up in the end. Okay, that's that. Now what we'll do is we'll grab our new brackets and we'll get started on getting those mounted. All right, the next step to prep putting the new brackets in, there's these old retainers in here, and you're going to want to take those off with your needle nose pliers. Just kind of bend them outwards a little bit and then pull them right out. You don't want to drop them inside your frame, so be very careful to grab onto them tight. And you're going to do the same thing going down the line. This is going to be the same for all 4 locations. These are the retaining clips that TAC gives you in replacement of the stock ones. Now, once you take your needle nose pliers and take all the old ones off, on the 2016 GMC Sierra, the top 13mm bolts are the only 2. The rear 2 brackets are the only 2 where you're going to need this retaining clip. So they give you extras for other models as well. And to put these in, the only thing you'll have to do is you see the existing hole there. You take your bracket and you push in. And you're going to want the threads on the top side of the frame, just like that. And then you're going to want to do the same thing for the top and bottom of all the locations here and the back bracket here. Same thing. Push it in and it'll pop right in like that. Same thing for the top one. You want the threads to be on the inside. Okay. Now that you got your retainers in, we can begin to mount the new brackets. So what I'll do is, on our first bracket, we'll start right here. Right here, we're going to mount our first bracket. Now that we have our new retaining clips in the back portion of the brackets, we are going to mount the brackets down the line. And we're just going to leave them snug so that we're able to mount the new running boards. And you can take your 13mm socket and just get them started in their respective locations. Now that we got our brackets snug, we'll go out and we'll place our new running boards. So our next step here, what we're going to do is, since we got our brackets mounted underneath the cab, what we're going to do now is lift the new Sniper running boards up onto the brackets and put the 13mm bolts to hold up the running board. So what you're going to want to do is line it up to the threads that you see on there. And once you get 2 of these in, you should be able to, the running board will hold itself up. And this is why we left the running board brackets loose, so that we're able to line up the running boards to the brackets. Once we have the bottom ones in, put the top ones in, which is much easier to see from the back side.
All right, that's gonna wrap up our review and install of the 4-inch drop Sniper running boards in texture black for the 2007 to 2018 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab. And for all things Sierra, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.